Chapter 3 The Unexpected. Reinhardt said nothing, but deep inside he was shocked. Sire, if anyone else heard that, it could cause misunderstandings. You know our relations aren't so good with him, right? Aeneas then gave him a smirk. That's true, but it's a lot better than with the Empire. I had a chance that day we went to meet them at Megardius last year, and of course, I took it. You mean you approached the prince before they left, without anyone noticing? Exactly. I wanted to know more about him, how he felt about the relations between the two, how it could have been better, and best yet. In his mind, Reinhardt had underestimated Aeneas for a while. It seems that he was completely unaware of Aeneas's odd but well thought out plots. Reinhardt was now taking him seriously until we shared aeromags together. Man, Village Babes was the best one he sent. So basically, we're just sharing erotic material? That just makes both of you perverts. Reinhardt then stumbled up from his chair. Wait, don't tell me this is what you mean by improving relations? Aeneas looked up at him blankly and replied, pretty much. He seemed pretty enthusiastic about working together in the future. He was going to persuade his father to change his mind too. In the end, you just bribed him with erotic material. What's worse is that you managed to convince him. Unbelievable. Aeneas then grinned. Hey, as long as it works. Reinhardt then got upset and stood up from his chair. I need a break. Wait. While I may have managed to persuade him with those porno mags, there has been something that has been really bothering me in the past few weeks. Reinhardt then looked back at the prince. What do you mean? I recently sent him a letter last month. Trust me, it was actually a really serious letter. No porno mags. Serious. It was regarding relations. But he hasn't responded at all ever since. He usually replies quite fast too. I have a really bad feeling about this. Reinhardt then got nervous. By the gods, what if the king had discovered that you two has been sharing such dirty material? Do you know the outrage that would be? Aeneas was surprised. Oh, crap. Oh, God, we're screwed. I didn't even consider that. Then a knight shouted from across the backyard. I have a letter for His Majesty. Aeneas and Reinhardt then looked intensely at the letter, both thinking, could it be? Aeneas then quickly grabbed the letter and recognized the insignia. It was from House Fianna, royal family of Drust. The sender appears to be from the king. We're screwed! They both yelled. Reinhardt then yelled at Aeneas. This is all your damned fault. What if something really serious happened here? Calm down. I'm sure the old man is just writing to us to say thank you for looking after his son or something like that. Aeneas then ripped open the letter, and then together they started reading. To Crown Prince Aeneas Arcadia, thank you very much for writing to my son. I have been informed of what is going on. If you truly desire peace and for good relations between us, I look forward to meeting your family sometime around Sirius, around 6 months from now. I will inform you for further details in the future. With regards, King Joseph von Fianna. But as then they scrolled down, Aeneas read something very unexpected, to where he was actually shocked, and where Reinhardt was disgusted. P.S. Could you please send me a spare copy of that magazine called Arrow? The one with the cat lady. That one is actually quite to my liking. I found it in my son's room the other day, and that's the good stuff. Strange enough. You too! Reinhardt was not even upset anymore. I can't believe you managed to convince the king with that as well? What is this? Is this even politics anymore? Aeneas was just speechless. I wasn't expecting that. He always looked pretty menacing too. I guess he does have a soft spot for cat women. Huh. I underestimated him. Reinhardt just sighed. Forget it. At least you managed to change something. Although the methods were rather stupid, you did accomplish something surprisingly big. You saved us. Somehow. Not bad, pervert. Aeneas and Reinhardt then shared a good laugh. After an hour of discussion. Okay, so basically we have 6 countries joining our alliance. Then the Grand Duke of Daphne wants to hold a private meeting between him and myself regarding the letter this week before the alliance meeting. Then you said after the meeting, I have to start preparing for our first major meeting between all members of the United Legion of Odgard. I have to rehearse what I have to say before the event, meaning that I have to plan what we will do as an alliance together for this week. And since I have to inform this alliance plan to that old man, I have to think of a strategy as soon as possible. Most likely, I have to think of something by the end of today. Am I correct? Said Aeneas. That is correct. So, do you even have an idea? Aeneas smiled. Of course I do. Anything, right now, we are lacking something very important. And what is it that we're missing? Aeneas then replied, that's a surprise I'll be saving until that very day of the meeting between all of us. Aeneas then got up from the desk and went to the front door. Before he left, he said to Reinhardt, sorry for the cliffhanger, by the way. Huh. He then winked, and the door closed. Reinhardt sighed. We didn't even finish, but oh well, time to clean up. After a week, on Asheria 11th, 2200 MC, the 2 historic meetings were a success. As a result, in the first private meeting with the Grand Duke, the 2 agreed that the existence of Daphne will not be revealed to the Alliance until the end of the year, thus they will not attend the Alliance meeting that same day. Preparations of a large army for the Alliance agreed upon the 2 should Celadon lack enough manpower. In the second meeting, it was concluded that the United Legion of Odgard's army is now divided by new armies dedicated to the Alliance per each country, planned out by Aeneas' Celadon army. The Knights of Arcadia was the lead 1st Regiment of the Alliance. The Kingdom of Megaria's Teutonic Knights became the 2nd Regiment. The Izumo Union's Crimson Samurai became the 3rd Regiment. The Kingdom of Augustra's Vikings became the 4th Regiment. Lastly, although not announced in the official papers, the Grand Duchy of Daphne's army became the secret 5th Regiment. In total, the Grand Alliance had 5 regiments. The Daphne army was kept secret. The total count of the soldiers for the army was a total of 1,500,000 soldiers, including 100,000 more from the Grand Duchy. However, even though Aeneas announced that his new army would be the lead regiment, the truth is that he was lacking in soldiers for his cause. According to the statistics, Saladin had the least amount of soldiers to the cause. Thus, he had to think about new recruits. That night on the 11th, I need more soldiers. If I don't get enough men within a week, I'm doomed. What can I do? Aeneas stared down at a piece of paper, writing down his thoughts on how he was planning to get people to join his cause. Then it was midnight. Aeneas decided to stop for the night and went to his bookshelf to grab a book. Reading Hero's Impact. He began to read. This book's always so great to read. Then, after reading something important from the book, he gains an idea. That's it! I've got it! He smiled, closed his book, and went to his desk to write his new idea quickly. This is going to be fantastic. The next day, on Ashera 12th, posters were all over the capital. Then, one of the citizens grabbed the posters and read it. Join us in the upcoming knighthood games. Anyone can participate, from commoner to noble. By working together, should a team win, they will be guaranteed to join the Royal Guard. The games will be held tomorrow from the morning to the evening. The tournament will also be held in all cities from over the country. Ask local missions center for further details. Results will be announced on the morning of the 16th. The young man was flabbergasted. Seriously? A commoner like me can fight for the royal family? The man looked very excited. I've always admired Lord Aeneas for his great deeds, like when he helped his father, the king, fought this crazy strong dude a few years ago. He then spends a few seconds daydreaming about what if he joined the knights. The young man looked up to the sky and replied, This is my chance. I'm going to join this competition and become the best knight like I've always dreamt of. Watch me, mother, father.